Hi there ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Gundam.my. I'm your host Abdurrahman as always, and today we're gonna be reviewing an entry grade. Now this isn't a Gundam, but this is an entry grade, a new addition to the grade. It is the Kamen Rider Saber. Now the Kamen Rider Saber is from the newest series of Kamen Rider Saber. Now within this box contains a single manual and few runners, and as expected from an entry grade, it is pretty simple and easy to construct. So I'll be doing an actual live construction of this specific kit. I already have a separate kit right beside me, so let's get building. Now let's start off with unpackaging the said product. So as you can see, it is an entry grade. Quite quickly I was able to construct this entire thing. It took me almost around 30 minutes standard. Now within this kit contains its own sticker, so I'll be having my own tools, pincers, really I don't require actual nippers. My apologies if I cough. I'm not feeling at the greatest right now due to my own unhealthy being, so you would see me sniff here and there. Again, my apologies. I'm doing not well today. So as you can see, you don't need actual nippers with this specific kit. Now the reason being is because it is an entry grade. Now the runners are so easily being separated that you can actually work without any sort of nippers. Now the reason why I use the clippers in this specific kit, because this kit contains its own stickers. So doing the stickers might take quite a while to do so. So as you can see, it'll take a long process for you to actually apply this decal specific to some of the parts. Now through the entirety of the body, you'll actually see that it does have a lot of stickers from the head and to the saber itself, actually the sword, as you can know. Again, my apologies because of the sniffing. Again, I'm not feeling the greatest and the best at the moment, so again my apologies. So as you can see, constructing this specific kit is proven to be quite easy for any sort of level, for any sort of Gunpla makers. For those of you that are a fan of the Kamen Rider series and not that much of a Gunpla, I suggest you get the Kamen Rider Saber. Now the Saber is definitely from the newer version of the Kamen Rider series. Now it's been recently released with multiple other Kamen Riders alongside the main character, which is right now that I'm doing. Kamen Rider Saber takes around 30 minutes to construct, as I mentioned before, even with the stickers in place. Now it'll take a bit longer than usual because the entry grade compared to the RX-78 with the Kamen Rider Saber is that these two don't have their own specific stickers. Like for example, Saber has its own stickers while the RX-78 doesn't have any sort of stickers. You just construct it, therefore making it a much more fast process. But with the Kamen Rider Saber, you actually have to apply the stickers onto the head, body and so on respectively, following the manual. Now as you can see, the pieces fall off really easily. This is a prominent factor of entry grades. Now as you can see, they are really easy. That's why usually entry grades doesn't require any sort of nippers to actually remove some of the pieces from the runners. Really simple and easy. Now after finishing the construction, I'll actually show you the features of this specific kit. Now it took me a while to actually add in the stickers. As I mentioned before, it took me around 45 minutes. That's an extra 10-15 minutes or so for me to actually finish the entire thing. So let's head to the next phase of the building, shall we? And now, putting aside some of the rest of the pieces, now we're going to actually assemble the main model. Now the process is quite quick, and unfortunately I wasn't able to record the full construction. Now this is basically partial of the construction and not the entirety of it, due to the fact that the camera somehow malfunctioned and kind of not record. So unfortunately I'm able to show you almost half of the construction really, but don't worry about it, it's actually really simple of constructing this entire kit. And as I mentioned before, the only hassle with this kit is the stickers itself. Excuse me. Now overall, it is a straightforward build, not too complicated and not too hard compared to your standard HGs, and by God, compared to MG, this is way easier. So for those of you that aren't fans of Gundams but more of a Kamen Rider type kit that doesn't have any sort of poses, it's a pretty simple and straightforward kit, I suggest this specific entry grade, because I'll tell you why this kit doesn't have that much features when it comes to the kit. Now after finishing some of the parts of the kit, and as I mentioned before, some of the recording kind of was disappeared and I wasn't able to record the entire session of the building, so overall I was able to only record some part of it. Now after constructing the Kamen Rider Saber, you have a really simple model. The head is quite loose if you turn it, and the hands only have a 360 articulation. The body is restricted and is fixed, so really not that much compared to the Kamen Rider Zero Grasshopper. Now compared to the Kamen Rider Zero, this has a bit more articulation, but really is just a fixed and restricted kit overall. So it is what it is, a simple entry grade with its own saber. So I hope you enjoyed this review as much as I do. Enjoy the 360, and again, I am not in the best of health. I hope you enjoy everything about this kit, and with the 360, not that much really, only 2 specific poses. Hope to see you in the next review where we'll be covering the 00 Sky Mobius. Take care, ciao!